This is how the markets are shutting shop. You wouldn't say a disappointing close, but pretty much like yesterday, when we closed a few points off the highs of the day, much lower in terms of percentage gains, though the Nifty Bank was similar as what happened in trade yesterday. The broader markets, again, a flattish day. The Nifty mid-cap index, in fact, ending marginally in the red. But let's just take a look at what's moved and what's not on the key indices. So firstly, on the gaining side, Adani Port, yet again, another 3% upgrades by the dozens. HDFC has reversed courses and is amongst the top contributors today on the Nifty. SBI is about 1.5%. Asian Paints marginally higher, so good going for those set of stocks. And then if we take the camera right down to the bottom, because this clutch of names out here are not too attractive, but the ones which are moved around a bit, and that includes the pharma pack. So Dr. Reddy's and Lupin amongst the top losers. And telecom has not had a particularly great day. Bharti Infratel and Bharti Airtel, both of them have ended in the red.
Definitely. And if you look at the mid-cap names, there are more gainers than losers actually in my list. And VIP is definitely the star of last hour, the way the stock moved up with excellent volume, at least 50-60% above average volumes were seen at this counter. To talk about some more names, Jacob, this one also moved up. Total gains of around 14-15% towards the end, 14.3. That is the current tally. Team Lease was definitely a star performer through the day after institutions picking up stake yesterday. It seems today it kind of followed the footsteps of Quest Corp that had gained yesterday. Navneet Education was another interesting stock that moved up in last hour, though it corrected a bit from day's high. BF Utilities, BF Investments, the Baba Kalyani Group companies that were doing well in today's trade as well. And Future Retail was the prominent stock in news. And if you look at the stock, at the end of the day, it's almost closing at day's high. Now, that is something interesting. Another interesting story of the day was actually the footwear stocks. Nothing actually came out of the cabinet briefing at least, but Relaxo nonetheless ended with smart gains in today's trade. Just one key loser among mid-cap space before we move on to the broader picture in the market is JP Infra. While we still don't know till the time today's trading session is about to end, what really happened, what really is the detail in IBC, the amendment which is cleared by the cabinet and will be finally cleared by the President of India. But JP Infra, one of the key company which is under negotiation for a deal, actually ending the stock ended very close to the low of the day and corrected quite a bit. So there was heavy selling pressure in select stocks like this one, although there were more gainers with good volume.
That's right, Pradeep. It remains a stock-specific market. That's the trend that we've seen in the past few sessions. But let's just look at the Nifty contributors list. Well, clearly your heavyweight HDFC, which has weightage of almost 7 to 8% on Nifty, contributed nearly 10 points. The other heavyweight, ITC and SBI, also contributed, and HDFC Bank and HDFC together contributed nearly 15 points. I guess that's equivalent to the weightage they have on Nifty. Well, what capped the moves on the index today were the likes of Axis Bank, IndusInd. So clearly the list is being dominated by a private banking players which were weak in today's session, and Bajaj Finance also saw a bit of profit booking which came about. That counter dragged the index lower by just about 2 to 3 points. Well, but the market breadth, that's what we've been talking about. We did have a positive market breadth when we opened the markets. As you can see in the intraday chart today, we opened in favor of the advances, but towards the day there was more selling which came about, and once again it was just about even Steven, but still I'd call it in favor of the decline. So 7:8 was the market breadth as per the NSE stats, which is showing about the volatility. That's something we've been talking about. And look at this, it's closed above the level of 14. Remember, a lot of derivatives analysts watch out for the mark of 14.4. So that's not a very great sign. India Wix closing with gains of 2.3%. The participation was just about average today. As you can see, the total turnover was just about close to 7 lakh crore. Probably the turnover will be higher tomorrow as the Bank Nifty weekly options expiry take place. And lastly, I would just like to talk about the media counters. The Nifty Media Index was your biggest sectoral gainer for the day, and the likes of Navneet Education, Sun TV and Jagran Prakashan, couple of other counters saw good gains which were seen in the media pack.